still got Jared Bowen in the England squad, and that gives us a bit of a reason to watch it.
It does, yeah. To be fair, who was it who played England when Jared Bowen played? Was it against Scotland? No, who was it? We just looked. It was Jared Bowen. He looked great. It was.
He won 1-0.
Yeah.
Don't know because I don't care.
Yeah, literally. Less Bowens on the side. I'm not bothered.
Desire Green Moth. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Good, son.
Green Moth. He's a boy. If that is your name, I do apologise. I'm not taking the mick. Quality name.
Good evening, Mark. How you doing, mate?
How you doing, Mark? Evening, Hammers faithful.
So we're usually on the old Thursday night Europa League nights, don't we?
I know.
It's weird not having a European game. The players need a rest, don't they? It's been, if you think about it, I think we've had the last five games have been packed into about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 wins in our last 4 games. I mean, there's definitely a lot of Moyes in, Moyes outers. We'll get into that. The new stadium as well. It's all gonna. I reckon between now and the end of the season, we'll see a lot. Going into next season, we'll see a lot of changes.
Absolutely.
Stadium, probably management. I saw something today. Apparently, Tim Steidten wants Xabi Alonso as the next.
Oh, mate.
He's tearing it apart.
The thing is, I saw Mourinho, and I saw a little clip from Mourinho. Mourinho, and he was talking about his old man was a coach.
Head's gone. Head's gone, mate.
His old man was a coach. Obviously, he's been coached by Carlo Ancelotti, Rafa Benitez, Mourinho himself, Guardiola.
He's surrounded by it, isn't he?
Yeah. So I feel, and obviously, by Leverkusen on the top of the league, I think they've played 12.
They've scored
11
as well. Yeah, and I think they've scored over 50 or goals. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'll take him next season if we're gonna. I'm hearing that Moyes is definitely going to move on next season. And I was, I don't know. I think I was watching someone that counting down the days, but I don't know. It might have been Claret and Blues counting down the days. But look, we're on a bit of form. We'll dive into that in a minute. Obviously, top 9 of the table, top of the Europa group, which is a bit questionable. How do you feel about the Europa, like the goal difference and the head-to-head? It's a bit different to the Premier League, isn't it?
It is. So, obviously, we're sitting top of our group, but on goal difference, if you're looking at goal difference alone, we've obviously got...
second, haven't we?
Yeah,
we're 3, I think.
Yeah,
we've 6. So.
Let's have a look at our group. So, we're obviously top. Our goal difference is +3. And Freiburg, their goal difference is +7.
Yeah, so the head-to-head's done us a favour, isn't it? Should build a new stadium next door and let us one rock. Oh, well, yeah, good, Anton, mate. How you doing? Yeah, do you know what, though?
We'll get to this because me and Tom were having a little debate before we went actually live. And I mean, we can jump into it now.
Because you was at the stadium, I wasn't at the game.
Yeah, so...
You had a different opinion at half time.
Yeah, obviously, Forest, that win on the weekend, right? So frustrating. So we go 1-0 up after 3 minutes. And that was...
It was a great finish.
Brilliant goal.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
Tom, come on.
No.
I'm not slating it at all. We pressed high.
Yep.
We caused an error.
Yep.
Their pass was straight into...
And it was a great finish.
But
from a Forest point of view, yeah, you're angry. But from a West Ham point of view...
But on Cockney Buccaneers' point, after that goal, it was flat as a pancake in that ground. And not just because it's a massive stadium and the atmosphere is funny anyway, but... we just sat back for the rest of the half until they scored.
To be fair, I was... But you got to... No, but... Yeah and no. What about we broke away from their corner, 3-on-1, and Kudus made a short pass?
Yes, but
that's us.
That's us.
That's us, and we're winning games. Top 9, top of the Europa group, quarterfinal league.
I'm not going to sit here and cuss...
It's a debate, isn't
it? It's a debate, right? Yeah. Look, when you look at the last 4 games, and we've won 3 of them, including what?
That's what I'm saying. Like playing the deep line.
Yeah. We've beaten Arsenal in the cup 3-1 last minute. They got a consolation.
Yeah.
But that was off the back of losing 3, and not winning in 4. We drew to Newcastle. We lost to Villa. We lost to Olympiacos away with a second string team. So I'm going to write that off. The big 2 was the Villa loss because that was embarrassing. We're meant to be competing against them, and we got battered.
Villa are a different class, though.
Yeah,
we're not. I think Villa are pushing for top. I think personally, Villa are pushing for top 5, which apparently 5th is Champions League this season. I don't know what you guys think, but apparently, even in all Moyes out, I think Sam is certainly swaying. I don't know if he's swaying that way completely, but I think as we was talking about with the stadium, like being in the ground like you was, the atmosphere was a bit flat. Everyone around you's thinking, Moyes this, sit back, whatever. But for me, at the end of the day, You look at Brighton at the moment, right? Brighton with the Serbia, they play, is it Serbia?
Yeah.
They play excellent football, right? Exciting football, but they drew 1-1 the weekend to Sheffield United. Would you rather exciting football and get crap results, or get the 3 points?
That's right. But yes, but that's a completely valid point. But when you go 1-0 up based on the game against Forest, and you then sit back for the rest of the half, and yes, you have counters, but this is when I'm going to defend your point, right, and agree with you. Coming off the back of
bit of pressure.
Well, in the league, coming off the back of 3 losses,
you've got to get the 3 points.
Yeah, Villa, Everton, and Brentford. I actually think he's set up to start fast, and then we got lucky. We pressed really high in those first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I think off the back of that, Moyes was happy with that. Right, you know what? I've tried 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Against Brentford, 2-1 up half time. That went wrong. I tried, dropping Susek. That ain't worked. He's trying different things in the last 3 weeks, and I think Forest, he just said, I'm going low block and I'm counter-attacking. It's a hard watch, though.
Yeah, it's a hard watch, but there's another few points. We're very selective of our pressing. We can't press for 90 minutes, right? Think about it. We pressed, we went 1-0 up. We go 2-1 down. We put it into fucking 6th gear again, and then we press and get 2 goals. Selective. We ain't going to be able to maintain that press for 90 minutes. And if you look at it again, selective pressing wise, it might have been a boring watch. We did it correctly and we got 3 points. Yeah. I mean, you look at teams like Arsenal, their fitness levels are stupid.
But the Arsenal you talk about, we pressed in my
but that was their B
team
team.
All game.
That was their B team though.
But we had our A team out and they pressed all game.
Do you think they still pressed?
I think they pressed.
First half we had 0 shots.
Maybe it's different from row 5.
Yeah, first half we had 0 shots. Yeah. Look, it's definitely for me personally. Yeah, I'm not saying Moyes football is really entertaining because it's not. But would you rather leave that stadium playing excellent football and draw into Sheffield United like Brighton did on the weekend? I'm not saying they do it every week. We're only 3 points off of Newcastle and 2 points off of Brighton.
Yeah.
Look, it's we could talk about just Moyes. I know the topic's not necessarily Moyes in, Moyes out. It's definitely a big topic.
Absolutely.
But the stadium is definitely the big one.
It is, yeah. Just quickly before we move on to the stadium and that's come out today. Old Manam G. He said our team was set up always to play with Antonio in beast mode. Agreed.
Yeah.
Counter attack Antonio mode.
Lockdown Antonio.
But when no Antonio, then what the fuck do we do? But against Brentford, it worked.
Yeah,
it actually worked until half time. I know we gave them the first goal, and then we actually headed the second one in.
Antonio should have put us 3-1 up.
He should have put us 3-1 up. So, Brighton, won 2 in 13 games. But
that's what I mean. Yeah, you're right. And then you don't see Brighton fans. You see us wanting to play football like Brighton.
Yeah.
Like in the Europa League, I think they're now top of their group, but they were struggling. Could you imagine? Right, we started that way, struggling. I mean, whatever way you look at it, personally, Brighton ain't having. I don't think Brighton are as good as people think they are anymore. We sussed them out. Villa battered them. They're only 2 points above us. I think we've got a nice run of games. We've got Burnley, haven't we, coming up next?
It's like when we got sussed out with the counter-attacking. We had 2 years of 6th and 7th, and I feel like people...
Sushek's got sussed out and the Kufals. But then we're turning it back around. I think how many goals has Sushek scored this season? 6, 5?
Yeah, well, I think he scored about 7.
Yeah, he scored a few, didn't he? Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so look, on the Forest game, we'll just wrap that up, really. Or do you want to go on to the stadium? Let's go on to the stadium.
Yeah. I think the stadium, I mean, the stadium's a stadium, isn't it? The name for me, it won't beat the old school Upton Park Bowling Ground name, but the Allianz Arena, that's with the big dogs, and that's only the massive clubs. That's the Bayern Munichs and the Juves.
So I'll actually get the article up here. So obviously, as Tom says, you've got the Bayern Munich Stadium, which is the Allianz Arena. So the West Ham Stadium owners are in advanced talks to rename the ground as Allianz, our sponsorship deal.
Allianz Arena.
Obviously, the insurance company close to agreeing a long-awaited naming rights deal with the owner of West Ham's London Stadium and the 560-acre park. Advanced discussions taking place between the London Legacy Development Corporation and the German company. So, what would this actually mean?
It's a rebrand of the name, isn't it?
Is it just rebrand? Is there anything else that goes with it?
I don't know. I think that I'd hopefully. I mean, the dream is they bring the seats 100 metres closer to where they are now. Yeah. But it's better than the London Stadium, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is, yeah. Because obviously we've all got, and I do hate wearing this. I've actually got the actual proper badge underneath it, but
the one back there.
That's it. Yeah. But we're now West Ham United London, and we know what they're trying to do from a business and a brand perspective. I think they own Bayern Munich and Juventus Stadium. It can only be a good thing, right?
One of the pints will go down. How much is a pint under the old ALLIANZ?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know what the implication would
is
be. Yeah. Do we then get ownership and we can, like you said, fuck around with the stadium? They're building the bronze Moyes statue outside the ground and another statue of Susek in front of him. Just on that, Emma's Mikey, I know you're pretty active in the chat. You seem like a good lad. But Susek, right? So in the Forest game, I was one of them. Why are you taking Alvarez off and bringing Antonio on? Get Susek off. He could have had hat-trick in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, he hit the bar, didn't he?
He made that good run through the middle
as
he hit the bar. He had the header from a proper
Ward-Prowse whip.
What a ball from Ward-Prowse. I know that's point blank, but he's there.
Yeah, he's a good header.
And then, yes, he does fuck all most of the game. But he's just there.
Yeah, so
if there's one thing I've learned, probably in his return, having been dropped, and then we lost 3 games in the league, is he's just there at the right time. Do you know what I mean?
You notice it when he's not there, don't you? Like, I don't know what it is. He's the missing piece sometimes. I think what we've noticed, I think Soucek's definitely trying to work on just keeping it simple now. Like, do you remember when he obviously hit a bad run of form when he was trying to overdo it, take too many touches? I do think that he's going back to his old self where he keeps it simple and he's working to, and he's playing to his strengths a bit more. Yeah. And he won us the game, didn't he? He did. I mean, I say he won us the game. Ward-Prowse won us the game, let's be honest.
What a player.
It's consistent week in, week out. I think he's had. You notice when Ward-Prowse isn't putting a good ball in because your expectations are so high. He always puts a good cross.
He does.
9 assists, 2 goals, and he's not in the England side. We'll get onto that.
And you need to push him up the pitch as well. Like we get that 4-1-4-1.
He's much better.
Stop. And in the second half. Well, first of all, before we go on to the second half, let's just talk about that save in the first half. Because Ariola won save of the month in October.
He's winning it again.
He's winning it again this month because that was outrageous. Yeah. What a header from a 1-year.
He's clawed it out, isn't he? I like him, by the way. I think he's someone that we can
look at.
Yeah, the striker. He scored against us at their place last season, I think.
Yeah.
Good little. He's a massive striker, isn't he?
Yeah, but that was a spacky though.
Yeah.
Like off his shin.
Yeah, but that was his first. I think that was his first goal in the league. But like that header, I mean, point blank. Well, point blank. No one. I mean, what I didn't like was, I think it was like a couple of defenders didn't even follow it up.
No,
like they fought off his top ends, but he's clawed it out. We need to start. I think as defenders need to start believing.
Well, it's similar for their goal in the second half when who was it who's played through?
It was, what's his name? It might have been Gibbs White, and then he shot across goal. And Zuma, Emerson, they're all flat-footed, aren't they?
No man's down. I know we got caught on the ball in the middle of the pitch. I think could have scored. Well, it was. Some people said it was a foul. Some people said it was. I don't think it was. Yeah. Emerson was caught a little bit too high, and as we know, that's what you can't sacrifice with Emerson. He's actually an attacking-minded fullback. And then Gibbs White in behind. But Zuma was just on his feet.
He looked injured again. He always looks injured, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I think Aguerd looks a lot better and a lot more comfortable next to Mother partners. Yeah. But I prefer Kurt Zuma in the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a tricky one, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if he'll eventually do a 3 at the back with the 3 centre backs. But
what about Mavropanos and Zuma together?
Yeah, I haven't seen them. They haven't played together yet.
No.
They're both left. No, of course they're not. Yeah, no, both right. So.
We'll see, eh? So Anthony Elanga.
What a muppet.
He puts them 2-1 up. And so I think it was a 69th, 70th.
He must have read the clock wrong. He must have thought it was a 90th.
Yeah, but it weren't even like he's gone over to the corner. He's taken his top off. His top was off within 3 seconds.
He took the old bang. He took the sports bar off as well, didn't he? He was having it.
Weird. I don't know. Weird behaviour. He must have had something on.
He had a bet on, didn't he? Elanga to get booked into store probably. But it's funny, isn't it? Like when you take your top off and you give it a big in, and then I think it was 5 minutes later, Bowen's nodded one in.
Well, that's it, isn't it? So Bowen, obviously, away from home this season, he's been on fire. At home, I think he's only scored 1.
Well, he scored a couple. He scored against
in the league.
Who else he scored against? He scored a couple. The chat will know. Bowen scored a couple at home this season.
But that'd be. I think that was the second or third.
It might be
because he scored 8 goals in the league. Yeah, he scored 8 goals in the league.
6
away, 2 at home. That was the second goal at
home.
Maybe he's actually had 1 in the cup. But anyway, I mean that. I feel like when you go 2-1 down, you need leaders.
Yeah,
and I feel like you could actually see not just it's a corner and he's nodded it in, but I feel like in the bit of play before it, you could actually see Bowen proper going for
he's
it.
growing as a player.
And last season that was Rice. He's the captain. He was the person on the pitch that would go for it. a bit higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lovely striker's header, wasn't it?
It was a proper finish. Obviously, Jarrod Bowen is the only player this season to score in 8 separate games.
Yeah.
So he's scored in 8 separate matches. He's not actually scored a brace yet,
Yeah.
but even Haaland's not done that. He scored obviously hat tricks and a couple of goals week in, week out. But Jarrod Bowen, I mean, the mentality shifted, right? Like for me, when we used to score and get equalised, when we used to run to the corner flag and go mental, I said it to you a couple of times, but you notice for that one, we've nodded it in for 2-2, and he's waved to the crowd and walked straight back and wanted to win the game. And that's something that I like, and I hope we continue to do if we pull one back with 20 minutes to go.
Definitely.
But yeah, Forest game overall, we got the 3 points. Weren't the best watch. You say it wasn't the best watch. There was just 5 goals. We scored 3 of them. And I think that covers the game. Only Paqueta. Paqueta's obviously scored 2 goals in a week.
Yeah. Funny, and he's funny sort of player.
Yeah.
How he just pops up out of nowhere and bangs one in. Like even a game against Olympiacos.
He was playing crap as well, and then he just popped. That's the difference between, like, if you're a world class player, doesn't matter how bad or well you're playing. If it falls you in an area, like even the goal against North Forest, okay, it was a mistake. It was a great finish. It was. But he could have had a second and we were going to break again.
Yeah.
But he's not a striker, even though Moyes seems to think sometimes he is.
Yeah, definitely. Just to clear this up, back in here. So it's obviously supposed to be talking about the stadium. That's the thumbnail for the video. We have had a little bit on that, but obviously, I don't know if you've been here before, but we do a Thursday night live where we just do a roundup of the latest stuff. Obviously, that's the latest talking point, so that's the thing on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Rewind if you missed it, mate. We did speak about it, but any other points about the stadium? Yeah, chuck it in. We'll pin your comment. But I don't know if there's much else.
But what I will say is, and I'm picking you out, but I do agree with that. Yeah. I think Bowen should be captain over Zuma, really. Especially times like playing Cornet on the left wing and shipping out of this club.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we do need to give Cornet more of a chance. He's been unlucky. He's picked up so many injuries. We saw he was capable of Burnley. I watched the Burnley documentary actually, and they thought highly of him.
Yeah.
I think he's someone we need to bring back in the side, to be honest. But then Moyes brings him in at odd times, doesn't he? Like, well, we need a goal. He's not confident enough yet. But the England squad, I think, is something to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about England because he must be gutted anyway. But then 3 drop out,
and then another 2. Bellingham's dropped out now. I think so. Yeah. So Cole Palmer, Rico Lewis, and Conte came in, and then Bellingham dropped out. I mean, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes with Ward-Prowse and.
Because I know Rico Lewis and Cole Palmer are proper players.
I think Cole Palmer deserves a call up.
Yeah, I do. But Rico Lewis, like, yes, he's 18 and he's breaking into the City team, but
he's not.
I don't know. It's a strange one. I feel like
what more can Ward-Prowse do?
Yeah.
He's got 9 assists in all comps. He's top assister in the Europa League.
Yeah.
He's top assister in the Premier League. He's also come up with 2 goals. I mean, what can a bloke do?
I mean, we used to say Mark Noble should be in the squad, right?
Well, we would take it. In a way,
he should have.
I think that Bowden Ground season last season.
Absolutely, but that at the moment, how he's not in that squad, I do not know.
The thing is, right? Obviously, for us, in a way, happy days. He's not going to get injured. But I'm not saying he needs to start in the England squad. You're looking at Henderson. You're looking at Calvin Phillips. They don't play. But at least being around the squad, I think he's a leader. He's got experience. I think it's been about a year since he was last on the side. But you're in a qualification game. It's great to bring these young players in, but also, you've got to remember who's on a bit of form and that. And I think he should have been called into the side. But there's another video in the back. There's us. But you're right. I think James Price should have been called up, and Southgate hopefully will move on as well soon. Because I'm starting to get a bit frustrated. But I think that's also us being biased. But even when the squad's released, it's not just West Ham fans. It's other fans saying, "Where is James Ward-Prowse?"
Oh yeah, I can't believe it. I don't know actually the words to put it into when you've got people like Phillips. I know Phillips is and Henderson are actually a bit of a different player. They're holding midfielders, and I feel like that Southgate plays on position more.
Yeah.
But really, really strange.
We'll get the next few games and then go into the Burnley.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the next few fixtures because when you, as we've said, when you look before the last 4 games, this is where the whole major Moyes out has come from. And then when you got the previous 4 games,
3 wins,
just so whilst the football's not been up to standard, some of the games we've got the points. Yeah. So maybe we'll get there. So let's have a look at our upcoming fixtures.
Burnley back atop of the Palace and Spurs. So Burnley, go on, tell us about Burnley.
Oh, Burnley set the record, didn't they, for the most so the most amount of home games lost by any team in the Premier League from the start of the season. So 12 games played. They've played 6 at home, 6 away, and they've lost all 6 at home.
Enter West Ham United.
Enter West Ham. So we're going there. Don't forget to give a like, guys. Thank you very much, old man G.
Thank you very much, mate. And also, don't forget to check out the YouTube. I think we're on 165 subscribers on our channel. Trying to get to 170 tonight, if possible. So we'll put a video up on our channel tonight as well. Yeah, definitely come join us in the old Facebook group. We've got about 40,000 on there. We do all the socials, but check out the YouTube and all the links are in there. You kind of see it in the back as well. We do videos like this. We talk a lot of rubbish.
Yeah, we do.
And yeah, but back to what we was talking about.
Yeah,
the Burnley, the Enter West Ham.
I mean, so if we beat them on the weekend, that'll be their 7th consecutive home defeat
in the Premier League.
In the Premier League. I don't know if that's like a from the start of the season thing or whether it's a newly promoted thing, but whatever it is,
and
to lose 6 consecutive home games.
Oh yeah, it's not acceptable. No. Is it? I saw it. I don't know if you saw this. I think it was real. But Burnley FC put an email out to their season ticket holders about. I saw it. I've seen it a couple of times, and it's like how do we create the atmosphere? But how do we like improve the atmosphere? Which they said about getting a drum man in at Palace. They're desperate. They're absolutely desperate.
I don't mind that though.
I don't mind.
At least they're making an effort.
Yeah, they're trying. Yeah.
I mean, you can meme it.
Yeah,
right?
you
can make a joke out of it that they're actually, having to try and create an atmosphere, like a fake atmosphere. Almost.
Yeah.
But at least they're trying, because I feel like, we went to Olympiacos, right? And they did the big tifo, which says tonight you're going to dine in hell. Where on earth was our tifo when they come back to us?
Highest didn't like it, did they? God, when we scored, when Paqueta's just run straight over to the away fans and celebrated in front of them. But Burnley, we went to Burnley last season, didn't we? And it was a boring 0-0.
Mate.
It was just shocking, wasn't it? Like you travel up there on a Sunday, and we left with Ironworks at about 4 in the morning. Get there for was it about 4? 5 in the morning. Yeah. It was an afternoon kickoff, wasn't it? To be fair, the best bit about it was the cricket club next door to the ground, wasn't it? Cheap beers.
Yeah. No, I don't mind Burnley away, but
it's a journey,
isn't it? For 0-0. Any game of football, if you go in there and you don't see a West Ham score, it's a ball ache. But so you've got Burnley. Nothing other than a win is expected, but as we say, Burnley on a run of 6 games.
I say it's acceptable. We have to win. Yeah.
Nothing else is acceptable.
Yeah.
No. And if we do win, we could trump Newcastle, Brighton.
Yeah, have a look at Newcastle's next game. I'm sure they've got a tough fixture.
Chelsea away.
Chelsea at home. So both of the teams are around us. And people have been giving Chelsea. They beat. They got a point against City and they beat Tottenham. So they picked up a bit of form. Yeah. But we're still above them. Yeah. We're still above them in the league, and we beat them. So that's a talking point in itself.
Yeah. But people like the outside world, but they buy into projects more than they do current form.
Yeah, definitely.
And a prime example of that, Brighton, and Man United, right? The last 5 games, have you seen the form table?
Yeah, they're best in there. 4 wins. Yeah.
Last 5 games, they're top of the form table. All right, they ain't been playing good football, and yes, you're out of the Champions League. Obviously, it's not good, right? But how can you argue with that?
Yeah, true.
The stats don't lie.
And there's still 10 hard people. Ten hard being slagged off. And it's what do you want? Do you want wins or do you want projects? That's the thing. Like us fans, we want to live in the present, don't we?
We do, but then I feel like that's what the fans
need to agree on.
There's that disparity, because when you score a 89th minute winner against Nottingham Forest, in that moment, that's all you care about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sussek's winning goal. Good, we played shit, but that's all right. We won the game, blah blah. But then later in the week, everyone starts cussing it because we were playing shit then and we were playing shit then. Just like you say, be in the present.
That is the point, isn't it? Do you want to be a fan in the present or the future? That is what it's down to. You don't know what tomorrow holds. Just enjoy the present.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Getting deep on it.
We are getting deep. Still got a few people watching, so I'm off doing
love it.
A bit more deep. But no, look, I think Burnley look ahead. I think you should start with the same team you started against Forest.
A lot of fans wanted company at the start of the season. Not sure as many would be keen now. That isn't a promo statement, but people have to clarify that, don't they? Just in case, if you say you're Moyes in, right, you're fucked. Yeah. No one likes you. They're going to block you.
Why?
If I said I was Moyes in right now, which I'm not, by the way, I'm not Moyes in or out. How many unsubscribes are we going to get?
Sitting on the fence. I'm Moyes in. So if you want to,
no. Do you know what? I'm
Moyes in.
30, yeah.
You see, you're more
watch that view account go.
Yeah. or we'll go up, or we'll start getting abuse. Either way,
well, as we said, we live in the present.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
89th minute winners. We're all happy for it.
I think the team against Burnley, I'd go same team we played against Forest. I think I would. I'd start Bowen through the middle. I'd start. Company hasn't really. Yeah, he got promoted in the Championship. Yeah, he was okay at Anderlecht.
Yeah. What I've seen from the Burnley side of things is what he's done is he's come up playing expansive football, and he's continued trying to do that in the Premier League.
Yeah,
and it's not working. So, but I feel like we're a team that actually does better against people who try and do that against us.
Very true.
We can counter. So, bring it on, Burnley. That's what I say. Come, bring on that attacking football, and I'm confident we should win.
Random fact of the day.
Go on.
I say of the day, of the week. Is it random? Alex Song retired.
Oh, Alex Song retired.
He was quality for us as
some
well.
people might just be waiting on this live.
Yeah, you
don't
never know
on social media. And all
that. Waiting for me and you.
Yeah.
Alex Song retired this week, and what a player he was for us.
He was part of that year, wasn't he?
He was part of that. He was a couple. The one before the Bowling Ground. He was there as well with the goggles.
Yeah.
But I remember the Ipswich pre-season. You might have not seen the clip. Pre-season game against Ipswich. He's done this like Rabona pre-assist. I'd love to see him with Payet. I know he kind of played in the same team, but he didn't really get a lot of game time with him.
I feel like we've had some really, really good players over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Not including Sofiane Faguli, but we've had some proper players at the club. Including like Kerr at the moment, and I feel like Kudus is going to be that next player. Payet,
the Canios, all them players.
Yeah, but I mean, like in recent years, we've been buying higher caliber of player.
Yeah,
we just have, and I think Skamaka is going to go on to be a good striker as well in the future. But I felt like was one of the first proper players in the new generation.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Every time I got on the ball, he just played a quality forward pass.
I think there was something dodgy going on there because I remember there was a lot of games. I think because we had him on loan, didn't we? I think it was if he played a certain amount of games, you had to pay a certain amount more money. I think I remember him missing quite a few games in that second season. We had him a 2-year deal.
15 games or something.
Yeah, I think it was because we had to pay him a bit more dough. Probably was, knowing the way our contract.
Yeah.
But Alex Song retired. I wouldn't say he's a West Ham legend, but I'd say he's definitely one of the players you'd maybe pick in your all-time five-a-side team. If you're going West Ham. That's probably another video. Actually.
He was that good. Yeah, he was that good on his day. I mean, tear teams apart, didn't he? So, so as I said, looking forward.
You got Bakatopola.
Bakatopola away.
I think win that and you're through, haven't you?
Win that and we're through.
But we want to finish top of the group. The game, we need to win it. Don't get me wrong. But the game, obviously, hopefully, Olympiacos pull a draw against Freiburg. But the game after that is the big one.
Yeah,
our place.
Freiburg at home, mate. That's gonna. I mean, if we slip up against Topola, as Moyes likes to play the second string team against Olympiacos,
got to beat Freiburg.
How big does that game become?
And we look back at that. What a result with no fans. Away at Freiburg, Aguerd header, wasn't it? To win it.
What a result.
Hope we beat Topola. I would probably, I'd start off with an okay side. I wouldn't go full strength. But I think we should beat them. And I think going on to Palace, we talked about Palace, didn't we? We talked about how Palace have never really, they're on a bit of a hit and miss run. Like they win a couple games, Palace, and they lose a couple games. But they're in the mix. They're in the mix with us. So that's again a huge game. We've got to kind of, if we want to be in the top half of the table where the games, you've got to pick up points. And
I hate playing Palace.
Yeah, Palace, especially.
I don't know what it is.
I remember Gallagher used to absolutely rinse us at Palace. He was alone at home. He scored a couple.
But we have good and bad days. So we have Andy Carroll overhead kick days, Lanzini wonder goal days. But then I don't think Palace are a nice team to play, are they? They make it hard. They do make it hard. If Moyes won the Europa League and got us Champions League, but we finished 14th a game, we won the Europa League and got us Champions League, would you want him sacked?
That's the thing.
People just want to see Moyes out regardless of success. Yeah. If we won the Europa League, mate, and he gave me another absolutely ridiculous memory in my life, and we finished 5th, 14th, as you say,
17th,
I wouldn't give a shit.
No,
absolutely not.
Let's start saying, would you rather never not win trophies or win trophies?
Yeah. People were saying in the media when we lost our 4 games in a row, and then knocked Arsenal out, you're more of a cup team. Then we lost to Brentford somehow. I don't know how we lost that game. I do not know.
Individual errors, own goals.
Individual errors, But yeah, people were saying we're a cup team, and then obviously we've now got a couple of results. But so
what's my career? until we become a consistent team, we'll be a feeder club. Sorry to say, but a feeder club doesn't win trophies like European trophies. I agree with what you're saying. We're definitely, selling. Obviously in recent history, we've sold. I mean, we've sold a lot of strikers that have gone on to be good, but they weren't successful at us. I think in terms of feeder clubs, I don't know. I think apart from like Carlos Tevez is obviously a while ago, but he was obviously one that went to United, went to City, Juventus.
It's hard to.
Payet didn't go on to that different level. I think we make like Lingard, for example. He was the best at us. He didn't go anywhere else after that. That's another player.
Yeah.
I just think we're West Ham.
If we've got players who are capable of playing the Champions League, they're going to go to a Champions League club. There's only 4 teams in the league that can become a Champions League team.
Maybe, yeah.
Right, maybe 5 going forward, but at the moment, the last few years, it's 4 teams. I think, and we've got the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea.
City come knocking. You're not going to say no, are you?
Michael, it's going to be really hard to break that mold. I mean, Newcastle are trying with oil money, but it's not going to happen. So, anyway, moving on. Another thing that's come out today: Liverpool away. Sold out. So we've got Liverpool away.
It's a midweeker, isn't it? It's a Wednesday night, I think.
Which is class. So 20th of December. So obviously just 5 days before Christmas. A lot of people are going to get the time off, and they probably just make it a full
couple
thing.
Nights up there. Yeah,
that's class, isn't it? 6,000 seats, 6,000 allocation, all sold out.
It is a huge game. If we win that, we're 2 games away from the final.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've won at Anfield 4 times in 100 attempts or something. 100
I think it's like 70 attempts or something like
that. Yeah. But we was in the car on the way back from the Arsenal game, and we was doing. I think we might have mentioned it last time. We was in the stream, weren't we? We was listening to TalkSport.
Yeah. And
it was 4 teams left in the pot. What was it? Borough.
It was Port Vale.
Borough.
Was it Borough? Yeah. Port Vale, Borough, us, and Liverpool.
The only one even at home, I would have fancied it.
Liverpool at home, I would have actually fancied it.
Under the lights,
unfortunately, Liverpool, although it would be a cracking day out.
We do win there, mate. We do win there.
Night game as well. It's not like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock on the beers all day.
Yeah, proper.
That'd be class.
But they've got a few tough ones, haven't they? Around that, they've got United, and they've got, I think.
Yeah, I think we said it on here before. They've obviously got United and Arsenal. In the same week, either side. So we all know the Christmas period is going to be
hefty.
Chock-a-blockers. So, should
we take 5 to talk about the Totspur downfall, or what do you reckon? I mean, Tottenham have had it's great to see, isn't it? Back to reality for them, lads.
Yeah.
Totspur are back to they'll start dropping off, aren't they now?
And the old man put a 5 on, didn't he?
Yeah. You put 10 to go, £5 on Wolves.
1-0 down.
Bank it, wasn't it? Really, they're getting battered. I mean, the Chelsea game, Romero, I can't stand him. I think he's reckless. He should have been sent off earlier. It's just great to see them down. We've got them on the 7th of December after the Palace game, away from home, hoping to get tickets for that one. But I've heard there's rail strikes that day, so it'd be tough. If anyone that's trying to get tickets for Spurs away on the 7th, I don't think there's any trains for that one.
We're going to that one.
Spurs away? I think we're trying to get tickets for it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get the train. Yeah. So, I think we've kind of covered a lot, haven't we? I think the Spurs away game is obviously a while away. We'll cover that again. But predictions for Burnley, I reckon we'll end it on predictions for Burnley.
Yeah, let's.
What do you think the result will be? And it will probably push us up to top 8.
Let's have a look at our head-to-head with Burnley.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting, right?
I can't ever remember us. I can't remember us really.
So 1-1 last year, 0-0 the year before.
They were relegated, weren't they? So
so we drew back to back, home and away. The season.
The bloke that held the flag. Remember, we lost 3-0 to them, and it was all about that guy.
Yeah, but we beat them 2-1 away.
3-1
a couple seasons ago. Antonio got actually 2 inside because there was 3 goals in the first half hour, and then we held it out. So we beat them 2-1. We beat them 1-0 at home. We lost 1-0.
Everyone's fancying it. Look, 3-1s, the 4-1s. Yeah. Let's hope so. Look, let's hope we score goals. We want to see goals. I'd love to see us get a clean sheet, but it's an away game. I was gutted actually against Arsenal. We didn't keep the clean sheet. So that's what out. But look, overall, I think we should turn Burnley over. We expect to turn them over.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll push into the top 8.
100%, mate. I think, we've got a big, busy fixture. I don't know how many games we've got in December, but it's nice, isn't it? It's nice having the games.
Yeah.
Down in Liverpool, got me ticket and I Can't wait. 600
Quality,
one
mate.
trip. That's class. That's class, mate. Yeah, I done Liverpool away.
We did, yeah.
Last season, cracker. 2-1 Cornet.
Imagine a Cornet last minute winner.
That'd be the dream, Andy. I think, like you said earlier on, or someone said earlier on, I want to see him get some minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But against Liverpool, are they going to rotate? They're going to rotate, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll rotate, but I want to go full strength. I think could have hat-trick, could be, but a nervous 2-1. Look, everyone said we'll win. I haven't seen one person say we lose. So let's hope that's going to happen. I don't think we need to really cover the England international break. I think we'll beat Malta, we'll beat North Macedonia, Macedonia, however you pronounce them. But absolutely, I think that's it. I think just to finish it off, we mentioned it about halfway through the stream. Make sure you check our YouTube channel out. Have your West Ham view. Subscribe there. Again, we talk like this. We just go over the West Ham games coming up, and just any other talking points really at the stadium. We're going to cover on our channel. So, and again, thanks to Russ and Co for letting us jump on the stream as always. Been a cracker. Thanks for everyone for getting involved as well.
Yeah, thank you everybody. We'll flick the music on, but we'll let you all say goodbye in the chat and have a cracking evening. And let's hope we come back from the international break and we hit the ground running.
Yes.
And put the losses behind us, the Everton, and I'm not even going to count the Olympiacos one.
Three wins in our last four, mate. We've moved forward.
That's right.